Thank you. Please pardon my lack of Polish. I will be speaking in English. Friends, thank you very much for inviting me here today to this fantastic academic inauguration. With your permission, I won't talk about Anglia Ruskin University, Cambridge. You can always Google it. But instead, I will direct my comments really to the new students here, especially those who may be studying international relations. I would like you students to consider a number of challenges the world faces today and how you might go about solving them. The first set of challenges are to do with our security. I want to ask, who will ensure that peace continues to reign in Europe? Who will stop heated arguments over disputed borders, whether in Korea or Kashmir, Crimea or elsewhere, from degenerating into war? Who will find ways to defeat religious or nationalist or criminal terrorism? Who will push to end the production and or the use of terrible weapons like cluster bombs or landmines? Who will work to stop the spread of nuclear weapons and indeed to reduce their numbers, perhaps one day to zero? The second set of challenges concern our common human security. Again, I'd like to ask, who will help to end discrimination based on gender or race, religion or disability? Who will find ways to support and integrate refugees into their new societies? Who will see that human rights are respected throughout the world? Who will ensure that access to the internet extends to all sections of society and to all countries, free from government censorship? Who will work to ensure that all humans have access to clean water, to decent shelter, and enough to eat? And that all the world's children have access to a good education? Of course, none of these challenges will be met unless and until we find better ways of managing our natural resources, of conserving energy, of producing renewable energy, and of slowing down, if not stopping, global warming. Who will meet all these challenges? And then who will educate the next generation with the knowledge and skills to meet a new set of challenges we cannot yet even imagine? Well, the answer is obvious. You, today's students, will meet these challenges. You will solve these problems. How? Well, I believe you will meet these challenges by using your brains and your cleverness and your education. You will solve these problems with your ability to critically assess issues, to understand what is important and what is not, and then to express your thoughts clearly and logically in private and in public, both orally and in writing. In this way, you will solve the problems of today and tomorrow by force of argument, not force of arms. But you cannot meet such challenges alone. You will need to work with other young people from around the world. Therefore, it's crucial that you understand and respect the opinions and thoughts of others. It's crucial that you appreciate that others might just be right and you might just be wrong. I have found that the most effective way to understand and appreciate the opinions and arguments of others is by the direct experience of living amongst them. So I encourage you to travel every chance you get, to study and work abroad if you can, and to learn as many languages as you can manage, despite my lack of Polish. We see in the world today, especially on social media, that it is far too easy to communicate in circles where everyone and everything agrees with you. While this mutual reinforcement may be comforting, it is intellectually lazy and teaches little. Instead, whether you are lucky enough to travel for pleasure, or for work, or for study, or whether you remain in your own city and in your own country, I encourage you to seek out teachers and colleagues, comrades and friends who do not share your views, who disagree with you. I urge you to read newspapers and books and watch television stations and follow people on social media that you know hold opposing views to your own. The result will be that your own views and beliefs will become stronger or will change. In other words, never stop being open-minded and curious, and never stop learning. Even so, meeting the many challenges of national and human security that we face today will not be easy. Not many things worth achieving are easy. But if you feel daunted by the scale of the challenge, or question whether any solution is possible, just recall the remarkable achievements of the generations of your parents and grandparents. In just these 2 generations, we have defeated both Nazism and communism. We have created the European Union, which has helped ensure peace and economic development for all its members. We have liberated the developing world from colonialism. We have gone to the moon. We've created the internet, sequenced DNA, eradicated smallpox, and made HIV/AIDS a manageable condition rather than a terminal diagnosis. We have recognized the rights of women, of ethnic minorities, of gay people, and of disabled people to be given equal opportunities to succeed in education and in the workplace. While we still have much to do, never have so few people in human history lived in poverty, and never have so many people been free from hunger. So you and your generation can be just as great. You can preserve the peace. You can end hunger and want. And you can ensure that all of us, here in Europe, in the Americas, in Africa, and in Asia, enjoy a secure and dignified life. Yes, you can, and yes, you must. For if not you, who? Thank you.